You shot my daddy, Trump, you motherfucker.
Don't feel a vote bigger than your nigga. You gon' feel it when I hit you with the 1, 2. Don't feel a vote bigger than your nigga. You gon' feel it when I hit you with the. Don't feel a vote. Feel it when I hit you with the.
Yeah, they definitely tried to shoot Trump. That's crazy. Have you seen actual footage of it?
I seen it. I had looked it up not too long ago because I'm not gonna lie. At first, I was just like, I was so busy, and I don't mean to sound insensitive, but I was just so busy. And then I just, you know how there's a mom, and then the kids are doing too much, and she's just like, ugh. That's how I felt about it. But when I finally looked at it, I was like, wow, they caught him in the air. I didn't even know they got him. That was wild. I feel like we were kind of expecting it. You know,
I don't know. I wasn't expecting that at all. You know what? Let's play it. Let's show everybody how it looked, and then we'll discuss what we think of it after that.
Gotcha.
All right.
We took over, and look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Moving his hair. Hold. When you're ready. On you.
Ready?
Move.
Up.
Move. Go.
Up. Hawkeye's here.
We are watching a rally right now. Former President Trump was just in the middle of his speech when what sounded like possible shots were fired. We saw the former president, take cover. Security is now surrounding him and getting him out of the event.
I got you, sir. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes on.
Hold that in your head. It's bloody.
So I got to move the button.
Obviously, a huge security concern there. People were screaming. Still unclear exactly what happened, but a very big security concern there for former President Trump. Secret Service agents now surrounding him. And they are taking him off the stage.
They're so monotone.
Cleo, you know what made me laugh about that is just the fact that he's like waiting for that little shot that everybody showed, like where he's putting his fist up, and his hair is all muffled. It's so funny. His hair's all ruffled. It's
Oh my goodness.
his hair down there. They put a little blood on his ear, and they
I,
and then people are putting their arms in the way of bullets that could be coming. It's like, this is silly.
that's what I was thinking the whole time. I'm like, shouldn't they have some sort of shield where when something like this happens, they have metallic umbrellas or something to shield them? And then not only that, I'm waiting to see people run. Because I know whenever I've seen the shootout, because I live in Brooklyn, people disperse quickly. People don't go.
But you know, maybe they don't have that instinct to run when stuff like that happens.
That particular crowd?
Yeah.
Eh,
Maybe they're not sure what is actually happening.
okay.
Or
Yeah, they probably were shocked. Yeah, because it wasn't like bow, bow, bow. It was more
it was like one shot basically.
like pellets.
But if someone was shot, that's what I was gonna say. Like if somebody was shot dead right behind him,
I think maybe, yeah. The panic.
they would be like, then people would be like much more aware of what the hell's happening. But yeah, that whole kerfuffle kind of looks fake. That's why a lot of people are saying that it looks fake and that it might be fake and that it probably is fake, I think.
And then they show in the cartoons, they always show us in The Simpsons that it happened, or they showed it to us like some time ago, and now it's actually happening. So I don't know. The whole thing is weird. I find it all weird. Biden called a child sexy, and nothing happened after that. It's just weird, all the things that's happening. It just reminds me of the movie Idiocracy, like you showed me.
Mhm.
And showed me Idiocracy, and that movie was wild. Idiocracy. I'm telling you, when I didn't see them put up shields to protect his head, it was like we're just gonna put our human meat in the way. You know, it's like I signed
when his head popped out, like people had been saying that before, but this is the first time I actually saw the video, and the fact that they had his whole entire head exposed to a shooter that just shot his ear, it seems silly.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, I could still see him. I could still see his head. All I gotta do is just like, he's right there. I don't know.
It seems fake in that way, because like, why? There's no way. Yeah,
I don't know.
but
Clowns.
yeah, that is clown shit. But it looks like you know, his opponent is gonna be not Biden, because Biden has stepped down recently. You know that?
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And yeah, so he's actually nominated Kamala, but she hasn't been like chosen by her party yet. She's campaigning right now to become chosen by her party, which is
Yeah, I've seen the commercial. She's like, $10 can do this.
oh
$100.
really? That's what they do.
Yeah. That's how I found out about it. Because I'm really in Cleo's world.
Yeah.
Like I really am. So that's when I see
Who has
the ad.
time?
Yeah, and it wasn't a smear campaign like, you know, Trump has been seen with his pants down. This is a paid advertisement. It was just her looking at the camera, straightforward saying, we don't want to lose our democracy. $10 will do this. $10 will be able to go to people that hand out flyers and this and that. You know, very innocent, very honest and earnest and clean.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think about her as a candidate? Would you think that she's a good candidate for you?
I don't know. I just don't like when people look at Black people and put on their black. Oh my goodness, I'm saying this. I'm sorry. I don't mean this in a mean way. I don't know. I really don't pay attention to politics so much. Not to sound, you know, ignorant, but I just, you know, I operate somewhere else. But I just feel if she's running for president, I'm gonna just be very church lady about it and say, best of luck. I hope you're really going to, you know, talk about policies and, you know, people's rights and things that the people really need to make America, quote unquote, great again, even though that's not her slogan, but that should be the whole point of any candidate. But I mean, I don't know. I keep my hand.
I think their whole idea, their point is that America has never been great, which is I think that's disingenuous, because a lot of people do look at like the 90s and early 2000s as a greater time.
Yeah.
For us all, you know what I mean? So it's like I don't know why they're not thinking maybe we could reconstruct some semblance of that, but without some of the negative things like the police brutality and things like that. You know, those are kinds of, I mean, there's so many things that we could do to make America greater than it is. So,
yeah.
I don't know. But my opinion of Kamala is that, you know, I don't really like her. There's quite a few things that I don't like about her. Number one, I don't like that she tries to like put on this blackness, like this trademark blackness. I don't like that. And I think that she has like a socialized Black identity.
Yeah.
Because if you look at her parentage, like her dad maybe has a pinch of Blackness in him, and who knows so actually culturally what he's actually is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like, you know, she went to a Black college. That's because she looks racially ambiguous, and she went there to get more of like a background, I feel.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, because without it, who knows what her actual culture is, you know what I mean? What she actually, you know, because all of that stuff that she knows is stuff that you can learn. It's not something that, you know, necessarily is ingrained in, you know, whatever.
Yeah, because I know her mother's Indian.
Yeah, and her dad is mostly Indian as well. They're South Asian. Yeah, they're from South Asia. And her dad, when you look at her, like her birth father, because they said that she has a birth father and a stepfather, and her
Okay.
father looks like he's got a pinch of nigger in there. So, or a pinch of black, I should say. Most people,
Okay.
or pinch of African, right? But yeah, he's got a little pinch of something in there. And so therefore everybody's saying, okay, yeah, she's black because of the pinch that her dad has. It's not even her pinch, really, it's her
Right.
pinch, right? So and then she went to a what's it called again? Historically Black
College University. HBCU.
okay. HBCU, right? She went to HBCU, and yeah, so she has a lot of hot spots in her bag and all that. So yeah,
Yes. Uh-huh. I know.
yeah. So I don't like that, and I don't like a lot of her policies. Her policies is garbage. When she was an attorney, a district attorney, I think it was, she was putting in place all these laws that are truancy laws that really negatively affected a lot of people of color. Locked up parents, fined parents like $2,000 if your kid like say for instance you drop off your kids at school and they don't go, you can get fined and sent to prison. Yeah, that's what she was doing to people in the 90s. That's
like a walking nightmare.
Yeah, she's a nightmare. And then even smoking weed, she made that like a arrestable crime, like a crime. Yeah.
She sounds angry. She sounds like an angry person.
And you only imagine, look at what she was doing during COVID. She was like basically trying to say like mandate the vaccine. So it's like if she becomes a president, there's nothing stopping her from doing something drastic like that again. With you know what I mean, of forcing people's hand into things. I don't really trust her because that's how she is. She's like, do it or else kind of person. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't feel safe for her. She don't make me feel safe at all. And also, she don't have no foreign policy type of ability. She don't have negotiation ability from what I've seen. She messed up the border. Like the border's all fucked up because of her, because she didn't handle it, and that's what her responsibility was.
Yeah.
As a vice president, and she made a mess of everything. So I just don't really trust how she's gonna handle everything going forward. It's really a delicate balance, and America is in a bad shape right now as far as the international community is concerned. So I don't know. I just think
Cleo's world. Ange knows more about this stuff than I do. I really don't pay attention, and it's not to be ignorant. And I just follow my spirit.
Yeah.
But from what I see the Black performing, and it looks weird. And then we're going to talk about it soon. A little situation that happened that kind of reiterates what it is that we're saying about her behavior.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but as far as Trump is concerned, I'm not as worried as most people about him becoming president. You know, a lot of people are very worried about it. I don't see a lot of the worry. Where a lot of the worry comes from, I think it comes from him being like a bit of a pig. You know, like a misogynist a little bit.
Yeah.
A bit of a misogynist. You know, but I think that he can handle the job as far as internationally communicating with these different presidents and things like that. I think he's better suited to it. Like, he might be a dickhead, but maybe being a dickhead is what's necessary for us to be able to get through this time. Like, understanding that we need to look strong internationally. We need to be able to do all of these sanctions and stuff like that, and understand how it all works as far as business is concerned, because these countries are businesses. These are not. This is not like a little fucking conversation at a coffee shop. This is real big business, and you have to understand the ins and outs of it and understand the psychology of other business owners.
Mm-hmm.
This is, it's not a joke, and we need to look strong so that people don't try to infiltrate our borders the way that they're doing.
Yeah.
They're doing all that fuck shit because we have weak leadership, and we have a bunch of the population don't understand how international politics functions, and they're making
Right.
us look weak by like undermining the presidency. You know what I mean? You see how like Biden's fucking up. Biden is like falling asleep at the wheel all the time and falling over and stuff, and everybody's just kind of saying nothing. That's how
And he's calling children
even
on
with
camera.
Trump, whatever president we have, you can't be doing all this undermining because it's very dangerous. This is what people don't understand.
But I think that that's on purpose. They know that these people created media. This is their infrastructure. This is their shit. So for what you're saying, they're probably looking like, oh, we know that. Watch what we're gonna do. Watch.
I want to know what you're gonna do. I mean, it must be. I think that the only thing that makes sense is that you're deliberately trying to sabotage the country. That's the only.
If you sabotage the country, it'll be easier to collect you later. It'll be way easier to just come and pick you up off the street.
Yeah, but I mean that's
scary, right?
People need to be smarter than that. That's like for instance, your parents, right? You go around bad mouthing your parents all the time and talking about how they leave you at home all alone and shit like that. Exposing yourself, exposing all of the weaknesses so that they can come and fucking creep on you on the weekend because they know your parents ain't there because you told them that. You know how?
Handing over the ammo and
you're handing over everything to all these international entities. You're not understanding how politics functions, and they swear they know how it works too.
Yeah,
it's like you made America look like a third world country, and so now it does. It's kind of going there. That's why they took away the petrodollar and all that. They're like, you ain't shit.
Yeah,
your population doesn't respect you. You know what I mean? Why should we respect you? And so now everybody's going through a recession, and you're happy to, I don't know. I don't really give a fuck. Fuck y'all.
Well, it's an interesting show. It's I don't know. Roper and Epa give it 2 thumbs up. It's very entertaining.
I know it's a little bit like worrying because I love America. You know what I mean? America.
I know.
90s America is like what people look back on like, wow, this was a great time and a great country and a great everything. You know what I mean? Everything was
right. Really but it felt like a party. That's why I always say America feels like a party. In the 90s, it felt like a party.
Yeah.
It was just like money, corporations, supermodels, Pepsi commercials that were crazy, Super Bowl, different foods, pop culture, Spice Girls. It was just a big party here.
Yeah.
You watch Being Sexy, Botox, politics, pop culture, everything about it. So that's kind of why I feel neutral, because I feel like this is a time, yes, where people have to be stronger and speak up and say, listen, whatever show they got going on, us as American people, and you have to be careful with the words you use, because when you look in the dictionaries, there's different meanings for these words, same words. So you got to be, but
and they make it's like we use them on a day-to-day basis, but we don't really know what they are referring to.
Right. And then
the words meaning that we refer to ourselves as, it's like
and they don't know. But that's why they said, if you want to hide anything, just put it in a book. Who wants to read? You're showing us movies. America's so distracting and fun time and play. It's like, who wants to read? Unless you want to be popular and be like, yeah, I'm going to be a lawyer and this and that. And some people do it for the look. And then when they take the bar, they're like, oh my God. Lawyers that really take it serious.
Kardashian.
Well, I mean, once you study law, you don't have to know every single law. Your job is to know procedure. So once you know procedure, you have your paralegals and everything. Everyone goes and digs through the law with their claws, pull everything together, and the lawyer, what do you call it? They, what's the word? They do the procedure.
Yeah.
They follow the procedure.
Yeah.
You know
And
what I
they
mean?
look for precedents, and then they basically,
Mm-hmm.
like you said, follow the procedure. I just feel like it's so stupid, and I just don't know. I just don't know what, and also I feel like, Trump ain't great. Kamala ain't great. We don't have any great, like, they deliberately give us questionable options.
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
It's the whole point. It's the whole point. Yep, pull our pants down. And I knew America was getting sillier when they came out with Family Guy. And I was like, okay. I started to watch. And then I watched reality TV get crazier and crazier and crazier. And I was like, okay. And then there's a lot of imports more than exports. When you go to other countries, you're not going to find a Ford or an American car out there. You know what I mean? You're going to find a lot of European cars.
Yeah.
You don't see that over here. We take in a lot of their things, but you don't see any of our things out there. So that's when I was like, okay, I'm just gonna watch the plane fall. With a smile. But when you have kids, it's sad to think like,
that's the part. It's like you have kids, and then also you're an American. Like,
yeah,
I'm an American, and and I just wish I could be able to go to America and feel comfortable. But the way everything is right now is just like mad up in the air.
yeah.
Actually separated from the America that I know and love. So it's kind of like a different country almost right now to me. It really is. It's like a different regime. It's like very middle groundish, and it's like a lot
heading towards third world.
It's trying to. It's like teetering on the brink of something. You get what I'm saying? So
that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah,
that's what I was trying to say. I see and feel something like, I don't know. If I feel like it's a show, like something's happening, and they're making it so obvious because it's like, well, we're telling you, so you can't say we didn't say anything.
They telling us a lot of information. They're telling us that they're pointing us toward 2025. They're basically indicating like that there's going to be some sort of massive change in 2025, and by 2030 there's going to be massive change, and it's just going to be a bunch of massive change every over the next few decades, basically, to once we get to like 2030, like 2032, like in Demolition Man, there's not going to be no jobs. Everything's going to be AI, and a lot of people are going to be on benefit. That's what they have planned for everyone, I should say.
Yeah. It's they're gonna turn American citizens, and there's capital C citizens and lowercase c citizens, but they're gonna turn the citizens into they're minors. I think that's the right word. Yeah, minors.
You know what? At the beginning, the people that's gonna be, you see what the kind of the things that they want us to do. Like if you watch that Black Mirror episode, you'll see you'll know like the different industries that they want people to like kind of focus on. Like,
I saw.
Yeah, like content creation and different shit like that. But the mining, the thing is with all of those things that they want us to do, those are the people that are going to be making a lot of money at first. So that's going to be like people are going to try to do that, and that's why it's going to become a big thing, and that's why a lot of people are going to do it. Yeah. It's not going to be like, oh, you're mining and you're like, and it's hard and and you're not getting nothing for it. It'd probably be like that in the next like 40 years, like when it becomes real common and like everyone's doing it, and like, you know what I mean? If you're still doing that, then you're going to be making nothing. But if you're doing it now, because hardly anyone even knows how to do it, right? It's difficult. You know what I mean?
You gotta have the hardware. You gotta have the computers for it. You gotta have fans.
Exactly. By the time like 20, 30 years from now, there's gonna be a bunch of AI and all kinds of things to make it super easy. So it's not gonna be, it's gonna be like a button pressing type of job, like an idiocracy, like you were saying. Yeah.
America,
Yeah.
saved His grace for me.
Anyway,
uh, that was a heavy topic.
sure was. Sure
Yeah,
was.
it's about, are you going to be okay? You weren't operating in a private, you were operating in a public, so we're going to have you stuck. There's going to be no other option. There's no more private property.
I don't think there's any private property now. It's only a few countries where you really, really have private property that they can't take away from you. There's only a few. America, they could take your shit from you right now. Like you, if you don't pay those taxes, you're not gonna have that property. So it's like, what private property does exist in a lot of these Western countries? Hardly any. You know what I mean? It's only if you go to a third world country, then you can own your shit because you can own the land free and clear completely.
Yeah.
It's a funny thing.
Very funny. I think it's a particular I don't want to say too much, but there's a particular trust that you have to have your property in. But it's expensive, I heard, to execute this trust.
Right.
You know what I mean? To set it up.
Trust, and also you have to certain trusts. I saw about that. Like if you put your thing in a certain trust, or if you have a burial ground on your land, then you don't have to pay taxes. And then also if you own the deed, like the actual deed for the land, like rather than just like
just the house.
No, it's like you are a tenant. Like there's a type of document that you get when you do a mortgage, that you become a tenant. So you're basically renting the property, you know, even though you supposedly bought it. And then there's another document where you actually will own the property. And I don't think you can get that unless you completely finish paying. I don't know. And hardly anyone ever gets that document. I don't know what's the name of it. I will have to ask my mom.
Thine give it, thine take it away.
Right? And thine never gave it to you in the first place.
Oh my goodness.
Flight of hand your ass. Yeah. But yeah. Anyway. Next topic.
Dope dealer, vote bigger than your nigga. You gon' feel it when I hit you with the 1, 2. Dope dealer, vote bigger than your nigga. You gon' feel it when I hit you with the dope dealer, vote feel it when I hit you with the.
Okay, everyone. So I have a special announcement. We have a special announcement, my little darlings. So we've told you we were going to give you Blackout. And Blackout was going to be a good song, and I made it for you. And it's going to be tough and gritty, and it'll be coming out soon. We even showed you a clip, and it was really good. Ange liked it. A lot of people liked it. But we're going to save it for winter because it's more of a cold weather song. You know what I mean? It's too hard for warm weather. So I have another song called The Takeover by Gelato. And it's very sexy, very gritty, very New York City, but most importantly, sexy. So I'm going to give you a taste. So you ready? Eat.
Yeah, surfing little bitch. Back ain't hurting cause I'm working little bitch. Yeah, move a little bitch. You ain't gotta dig a ditch, just your mind gotta switch. Bye to this little bitch. Ain't gotta wash a dish. Black cards for the drip. Money stacking in this bitch. I'm drowning in my drip.
That's that juice. You know what type of juice that is? That's the juice that's replacing the juice that we gave you before. I'm going to tell you why. Because we showed you Blackout. We were excited that it's made and it's fully recorded and mixed and mastered. However, we're going to push that for later. It's too warm for that song. So we're going to do The Takeover. Because first you got to take over before you black out. Okay? And that's the tea on that. That's our special announcement. You're getting another song instead of Blackout. Blackout will come later. But don't worry, it's baking in the oven for you and getting sweeter and fluffier.
Yes, ma'am. We're looking forward to both songs. Okay? Bring it to us hot and ready. Thank you.
Yeah. Music, music, gelato, lotto. That's why God didn't give me jugs. Like, this girl don't know how to act.
Cleo, you ever wonder what it would be like if there were superhumans in your neighborhood, like where you live?
I would worry, like a Karen. I wouldn't be impressed. I wouldn't be happy about it because I know how people are. Okay? You see how they take advantage of other people's resources that can get them ahead. Now imagine that with powers.
Yeah.
Okay? That boy that really, really likes you and he could turn invisible. You know what I'm saying? You're in your shower. He came in the house and you didn't see him because you left your door unlocked like a dummy, and he took your panties. And
He took your panties.
yeah, and you roll up as well.
Oh my goodness.
Banks being robbed. Oh my God, the crime. I don't even want to say. I don't want to. The
Yeah, but
R-wording,
what about the good stuff? You know, like these, the police wouldn't be able to like attack people as much, you know.
That's if you have heroes that care, because you got people that care, but just from seeing how the world is now, people are very selfish. And I feel like I don't want to say that, and my mic's on now. I don't want to say that now and be adding to the atmosphere, but I just know how people are. You know what I mean? And I know desires and the things they want. So when you give them some damn superpowers, it kind of just ups the ante. But there would be good things. Like, there'd be people like me if I had superpowers. You know what I mean? I'd do whatever I can to help.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what you're supposed to do. That's nature. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you know, I've been watching this new show. It's on Netflix. It's called Supercell. I don't know if you heard of it. It's mad dope though. It's a really, really dope show, and it's an English show too. It's like a black people, like melanated people in the community. Something happens, and like a bunch of people get powers, and you see the whole process of them like figuring out that they got powers. It cutting on and off, and them having to like learn how to control it and stuff like that. But like really cool powers. Like some of them have, like one of them had a power to like control time and go back in time. Something like if you watch that. Yeah, like that movie, like that show, Heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like that kind of power, and then there was another guy.
Is it like The Boys?
It's like The Boys. It's like The Boys / Misfits / yeah, it's like all of those shows and Heroes. Yeah, it's like those shows. Exactly, it's like those shows, and and basically they all end up having to, like, there's a foreshadowing that they show on the show where they have to team up. Like there's like 5 of them, and they need to team up in the end, but in the beginning they don't know each other. So we see their journey towards each other, and it deals with a lot of like issues like crime, and because in England, there, you know, in America there's a lot of like gun violence, and in England there's a problem with the knife crime, people stabbing and slashing each other and stuff. So that's being addressed in the show, which I really appreciate. It's really grounded in reality and in a lot of people's realities. It's set in mostly in a council estate, which is something like a project. It would be like the equivalent of a project, probably much nicer than a lot of projects, but you know, there's nice projects too. So it's like saying like a high-end project, like, you know, a housing project. So, but some of them are dirtier, but the one that they show in the show is quite, you know, middle of the road.
Imagine it being filthy over there.
Yeah, it do be filthy. There be places that are filthy, but the place that they showed is like a middle of the road type of environment. Yeah, not too bad, but not too good either, because it got a bunch of gang members running around riding bikes and stabbing people and shit like that. And then also they show a lot of nuance in the show. I really appreciate it. It's a really well made show. They got the different tiers of gangster that they have on the street. They got the young guys, and those niggas they ride bikes and they stab and they do, you know, fighting amongst each other. There's like two different gangs and they keep clashing and stuff. And then you got the older folks, which are the ones that the street guys that are older, and they kind of like they trickle down the work to the younger guys, and they kind of keep them in line and stuff like that.
They got OGs and then they got runners.
Exactly. That's exactly how it is. And then you notice that in the OGs they got guns and stuff like that. They have access to guns and they have access to those big drugs, and they making a lot more money and stuff like that. So we see the process of them like kind of challenging that and all of that kind of thing. And I think I like the way that they kind of address the whole issue in the show, and kind of made it look stupid to be a street person anyway. And I feel like the main thing that they did great in that show is that they put that dynamic of street life and kind of like lower end living and like low vibrational living alongside higher vibrational people. So people that own businesses, they had the guy that owned the bar, they had the guy that was working as a delivery guy. He was working like in a kind of like an Amazon delivery guy or UPS type of driver, and he was making good money. He was able to buy his girlfriend a car, and they were going to get engaged and all of these kinds of things. And it was really nice that he was engaged to a nice chocolate girl. You know, that was refreshing, because, you know, all the time it's like it's the same kind of archetype for the wife, you know, the girlfriend.
Tragedies.
Yeah. Exactly. So, but it was really, really sweet the way that they did that relationship as well. It was like a central love story that kind of tied it all together between the girl and the boy. And he finds out. Oh, I don't want to ruin it for anybody who needs to watch it, but it's a really good show. I really recommend it. It's called Supercell and it's on Netflix. Yeah.
Okay. So it sounds like to me it's a very it's more posh than The Boys. It's not as gritty, because The Boys is gritty. Like
The Boys is gruesome. It has a lot of blood and guts, and it's deliberately gruesome.
And private parts and very lewd.
Yes, very lewd. Yeah. And I think that's just part of, I think that's like what they do to set themselves apart. It's like, who else can get away with that? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's like really like way over the line. They go way over the line in The Boys.
It really is. Like sometimes I'm covering my face and screaming, and this guy was so I'm like,
oh my.
He'll look at the screen and be like, oh my God.
Literally.
Oh
we definitely just got done on watching the Boys too, the last season of The Boys. A scene like that, that scene where he was like, where he gets torn, where the man gets torn in half, and he was nutting on the ground the whole time, and then his blood mixed with his nut. Reset. Oh, Barney, baby up. Barney, baby bop. Okay. He held his shoulder. Oh my God. That was terrible. Tore him right in half. Sick. Yeah, but it's nothing like that. It's really grounded for it to be a sci-fi. It's really grounded. Something like that show They Cloned Tyrone. You saw that movie? Yeah. It was grounded. It was like, okay, these are real people. This is a real environment. You know what I mean? It's just an extraordinary circumstance. It's the same sort of thing, you know?
Right.
They had a little bit of comedic relief with that one character there. You remember? Oh, I don't know if you saw it, but there's a character in it that gave a little bit of comic relief. And just generally, I love the show, and I cannot wait for it to come back. It's really, really good. I need to see what happens next.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hop on the boat too, and because ever since The Boys is over, I need to watch something else. So I'm definitely gonna check out Supercell. Thank you, Ange, for your product.
Welcome, dear.
Yeah.
What is your product that you think is amazing. Let me know.
Well, my turn, yes. So, Ange knows the good stuff. So she put me onto this movie called Idiocracy. I thought maybe it'd be, something Jack Blackish, Sandy Burgish, whatever you call him. This movie. It's supposed to be a comedy. The language is lewd. They don't show tits and stuff, but it's dirty comedy. But at the same time, to me, it was a horror story. It's this world where people don't know how to match a circle to another circle. They have no language. They're just like, everything, is she hot? Is she hot? Is she hot? And then Costco is like a whole state in itself, and everything is cheap and everything's done for you. And you have a chair sitting in front of a TV at home that's showing you 20 different things at once, and it's just like really fucking bad. It's like they took humans and put them in a world where they're being babysitted amongst other idiots. It was just really, really bad. Because knowing how my mind works, I was like just thinking of the crime. I'm just like, hold on, in a world where everyone's dumb and like stupid, and you can have you don't have to go to school to be a lawyer or anything. You could just know a little bit of something. Like, this is good and that's bad. Like that, I mean, that level of dumb, like that's stupid, that's good. Like, this is the level of stupid, and I'm like, this is
it's set in the future.
Yeah.
Don't forget to tell everybody that it's set far in the future, like hundreds of years.
500 years from about now. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, is this what you're planning? Okay, no grandkids, I'm good. We'll just enjoy the babies that are already in existence and stuff. We don't need to put anyone into this. Is this what you're planning? Is this what you're going to do? For real?
I don't think everywhere in the world will be like that. There probably will be places that's like that, though.
Oh, yeah. But just to have that, it's just, oh my God.
And when you were talking about the crime, sorry to cut you off, when you were talking about the crime, if you look at, they lock everybody up who does even a little bit of anything. So it's like you're going to go to prison if you do anything against them.
Right. But the scary part was how they responded to everything. Like when the guy was in the car with the fugitive, who was someone from the future that, he's a bumbling fool and made a few mistakes, not on purpose because he's a bad guy, but, like comedy, they lead you into something and you end up in the jail for something stupid. So basically he got out, he was in a car with the guy, and they're like, oh, you're in a car with a fugitive, because, they're electric cars and they know who's who and blah, blah, blah. And they scan everything. So when they came, the car shut down. They got out the car, and then the police came. They didn't open the door and look for him. They just shot it up. And then they had bazookas and was shooting it in the air. And then people came out of nowhere and just started rioting just because they saw a shooting.
They were praising it. They were like, yeah.
Yeah, they were like, yeah. They did. And they had their guns and they were throwing fire too. And there was fireworks going off. And they shot down a helicopter by accident. I was like, this is scary. Imagine having a baby. Oh my God, I don't even want to think about it. But the movie was horrible. The president was played by Terry Crews, who had on a long wig, and everything was just like beer, America, apple pie, big tits, Pamela Anderson, wrestling, and no faggotry. It's just like Americano, male bravado, just like stuffed in a balloon of muscle.
Yeah, there was no femininity in that show
at all, and that's dangerous. That's so dangerous.
Yeah, but I think that's kind of telling. You know what? If you watch that, if they put another movie, you will see like the other side of the show is that there's like a woman's side where we just stick all the stupid men on one side, and then the women are living in like a utopia.
Yeah, because that's how it would be. On our side of the world, plants and flowers and everything. But on the male side of the world, if they let the smart,
maybe there's a masculine and feminine side. Like maybe we own, like Idiocracy was only just showing like a masculine side.
Showing if the world was run by men, and you could do whatever you want. Then you got stupid women that allow it. Like, the pick-me's.
Yeah, pick-me's. I think that's what it is. It's like a bunch of idiot men and pick-me's. They have a society.
Dumb jocks and stupid cheerleaders. Very dangerous. Because there's no logic. Yeah, they had a restaurant called Butt Fuckers. I think it was a play on Fuddruckers or something like that. It was called. Butt fuckers, right? Wasn't it a restaurant? It was a burger joint.
Yeah, it started off like the beginning, like in 2003, I think, is something like that, some sort of time when it all happened. When the guy goes into the pod, because that's what happens. The main character, who is like an Owen, I don't know which Owen, Luke Owen or one of them, he goes into the pod, and then the other person in the pod is the girl from SNL. And they go into a pod trying to do an experiment
for the military.
Yeah. And when they go into the pod, the restaurant is called what's it called?
In the first, the second one, or
when they first, before they went anywhere. So it was
a diner.
Yeah, and it was called.
I forgot what it was called. It was a nice diner.
Fuddruckers or something like that.
Fuddruckers. That's a real place.
Oh, it's a place. Okay, so Fuddruckers, which is called now, is trying to say that in 500 years under that regime and under that system, and if everything goes to shit, basically, that it would have become so lewd, like the whole world has become lewd, that the restaurant ends up being called
Buttfuckers. And then they had a billboard up that said, if you don't smoke cigarettes, it said fuck you. That's what it said.
Yeah. And then Starbucks gave out hand jobs and shit.
Yeah. But they showed this in Black Mirror when they had a scene where there was a rapper getting interviewed on a late night talk show. And they were like, hey, you got a fan? Look, he can rap like you. After the little boy rapped, the guy was like, you sound like a fucking idiot. He was like, that was bullshit. That was fucking terrible. And, they were like, but he's just a kid. And he's on there just like talking lewd to the... It's so easy to sway humanity. You just have to throw a little, drop of water in a bucket, and then it ripples into a whole new direction. I'm telling you, it's so you got to give it up to these guys. It's so easy to do, and they just get it done. And then we tell you about it. We put it in the movies and the shows, and we tell you. And then it just happens. Programming, very easy. We just got to go, and then it goes to where we want. It's like golf.
Yeah, that's why you really don't want to try to internalize whatever messages they're putting out, because really they're relying on us to make it a reality in real.
Right, like projectors. Here's some film. Can you project it into reality?
Yeah, but there are literal projectors. There's different configurations of people, like your manifesting generator, or generator, or a projector, or there's one other one that I don't know the name of. But yeah, they want people to help to these things to happen. That's why, because why would they reveal it otherwise? There would be no necessity for it.
Right, and that's why me and Ange, we just focus on watching shows about luxury and happiness. Because I used to feel guilty not watching things because it's they're suffering.
I don't watch a lot of struggle shit. I don't watch any struggle shit at all, Yeah. The most I'll do is, because I have a certain genre of content that I like and I love. They call it on my TikTok, I came across a video. They said that the types of movies that I like, because I love Fifth Element and Demolition Man. Idiocracy was another movie.
Dystopia?
Bubblegum Dystopia.
Bubblegum Dystopia.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so they said that basically every movie that that's on my list of my favorite movies is Bubblegum Dystopia. But, yeah. But that's about it. That's as close as I get with it. And it's all sci-fi, and it's just so that I can see, oh, this is what you think the world will be like and stuff. But you know what I noticed? Because I had asked him in the video, okay, what's the opposite of that? So he said something utopia, where basically people pull back from, being so disconnected from nature and stuff. They start to connect back to nature and be more creative and everything like that. But what I noticed at the end of every bubblegum dystopia movie or show is always like that. It's always like a shift back to nature and back to a more balanced way of being and everything like that.
Yeah,
so
because things got so outrageous.
Yeah.
Pushed it to the limit. Like, whoa.
Yeah.
All right, let's be good now. Let's
Yeah.
behave.
Yeah. If you look at the end of Wall-E,
Mm-hmm.
back to nature, back to
Yeah.
and
Same
then
thing with people. When things get desperate, they start praying. They start doing the right thing once things get to the extreme.
yeah,
But it shouldn't have to get to the extreme. But it's very easy because there's no tradition. When there's no tradition and no, you don't need just one belief. There could be many beliefs, but the grand good has to be the planet, sustainability for humans, animals, and the ecosystem.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
But the
That's
thing is
just
that
it.
they're trying to define for us what that means. You know what I mean? And what what we really should be looking at is these companies and factories and places like that are putting out all of the packaging and putting out all the stuff into the air. They're the ones that should be responsible. How are we being made responsible to clear it up? It's not our responsibility to clear it up because we're not the ones who put it out. You know what I'm saying? The most we could do is kind of just sort of reject it. So when we go to the supermarket, you take all your shit out and you put it in your own containers and you leave all the containers there. Watch and see how we don't have as much packaging.
But that's why everything needs to have housing and organization. So when you come with your baskets and you buy what you need, but by the time your basket can't be used anymore, if it can't be composted, you bring it to this facility where we take plastics and stuff and renew it into something else. But they have someone who does that, and I think I'll talk about him in my next episode. In our next episode, he turns plastic into fuel.
Oh yeah, I saw him on TikTok. I saw him on TikTok.
Yeah.
Did he heal up from his injury? Did you see what happened?
Completely. His skin color came in. It looked
Oh,
like
that's
Jesus.
good. That's good. I haven't even seen him come back on my feet since that happened. I was so scared for him. I was worried that he would lose his damn leg.
Influencers on there with him. Everyone's
good.
riding with him.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Yeah. There was another guy. He had he made fuel from water. He made like to make the car go. Like he made fuel from water and out of the air too. Not even just crazy.
A hydro tank, hydrolyzed. I forgot what you call it, but I know exactly what you're talking about. It saves you so much gas, because 70% of the gas in your car or your truck goes out of the car. You never really burn, you never really use it. So it's kind of like make you work hard for the bucks and then skimp it out of you. I'm gonna tell you,
It's an inefficient fuel. It's an inefficient fuel, and it's just like no
good. I know, but yeah, that's my product of the week or of the month. Idiocracy. Please check it out. It's very scary. It's funny at the same time, and of course, guys are gonna laugh, and women are probably gonna be baffled. And all around horror film. After watching it, I wanted to go study an encyclopedia. It just felt like, wow. I felt like, my God.
You can't let that happen to you or your.
We don't watch that stuff. Me and Andrew we watch fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and happy stuff and blah blah blah. Because we can't help the world if we're dragged down into the drudge.
Righty. So my other product that I want to share with you guys is an amazing little device, which I don't know if you've heard of, Cleo. It's called an NFC.
Oh my goodness, that looks familiar.
So basically, you know how maybe sometimes you can tap your phone on someone else's phone and get their contact information. That functionality is available on different things. So you can actually tap it on this little device and download everything that's on it. So what they're doing now, they have this thing called the company's called Eternal Vault, and it's an NFC CD keychain. So what you could do, as you're a music artist, right? You could put your mixtape on the NFC and you can share it with different people. You can either sell it or share it just by tapping it on their phone. I'm gonna show you what it looks like.
Introducing our Eternal NFC mini CDs. a transformative way for fans to own and share music. To get started, all you need to do is go to our website and create a multimedia page. From here, you can upload music, videos, and images that can only be accessed through the CD. Once you're finished, you can install the Eternal programmer to burn your content into the CDs.
Look how
Just select your
tiny.
page and start tapping away. This CD
Wow.
is a key, so without it, you won't be able to access the content. It gives your fans instant access to a secure, exclusive experience. The content can be updated remotely at any time, and your community will be a part of a unique adventure with just one tap. No app needed. And there you have it. A bridge between digital content and physical ownership has now been created. If you try to go back to the content without tapping the physical CD, it will show an access denied message. That's what makes this different from existing technologies like QR codes. To learn more, visit eternal.app.
That's so cute. So I could just see myself getting a little disc made, like with pink glitter on it, and then just, that's so adorable. That's adorable. It gives you control too. But my thing is, if you walk by somebody or you sit next to someone, is it accidentally gonna like do I have to actually tap your phone?
I think it actually has to come in contact with your phone. I would assume, actually, yeah. Because you see, he was near it. It wasn't doing anything until he like went right close to it.
That's good, because I know people who've been in a train station and the turnstile will pull money right out their Apple Pay when they're not even getting on the train. They're just standing next to the turnstile.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
I don't really do that. I don't do the Apple Pay thing. Like I'll do the wallet, but I'm not doing the Apple Pay. I'm not. You can't.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Because people, I notice when I use it, people will stand right up on my back, and I'm like, oh my God, they probably have something in their phone open. So when I pay, it'll go to their phone too.
You gotta put like some sort of like
a lot.
Firewall. No, you gotta do like something like it's only a little bit of money in that little thing that's that's actually on your phone, because
yeah.
Yeah, can you designate how much money's in your Apple Pay?
You can.
Okay.
You can, because you can switch it around.
Yeah. So I think if I was gonna use that, if I one day decide to start using it, you have to have some fail safes in there, especially since that's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I love that idea. I think there's a way to pair that with the NFT idea, because you see how like you can get access to something really exclusive, and then and then you can, as the artist, you can update that at any time. You know what I mean? You can give them access to different things based on that little chip thing. So as you grow, yeah, like say you got one of those things at the beginning of Nicki Minaj's career, right? You'll get itty bitty picky at that time, and you're one of 1,000 people that get to listen to that song, right? And then in the future, she's now the Nicki Minaj of today. You can get you could get a like an NFT of like a little avatar of her dancing, or you could get anything you want inside of that little thing, and it's exclusive to you. Only you have it because you have one of those little chips. That's cool.
Yeah, and over time, the perks just keep getting better and better and better.
Exactly, getting it even better and better. You could take that chip, because you have that chip, you can get into different concerts and different things. That's really, really cool. Super cool.
Yeah. That's so cute.
Yeah.
Your own little piece of the art.
Exactly.
That's the key, like he said.
Yes, ma'am.
I love your jewelry, dear. Is that gold? I saw a little flake. Yeah. So cute.
Yeah.
So the CDs are about the size of your necklace.
Yeah, it's not much bigger than this at all. Imagine you could even keep like a little thing around your neck. You could keep it.
Will fans will make necklaces of them.
Yep.
Earrings and chains.
It could be a movie. It could be anything. I'm just
excited about that whole idea, like, because we've been needed a bridge. Like, I've been thinking about that. It's like we need some way to start collecting again. That was the most exciting thing about one of the best parts about music and movies is that to collect them. Like, I would collect her. So
something tangible too.
Yeah, it's a little tangibility, and it's not so much because people are worried about waste and stuff. It's tiny now. You know what I mean? That thing is little. So it's like we can have collections again. Let's do that.
Mm-hmm. And then hopefully in the future they'll be worth money.
Exactly.
So,
They can always increase the value in that. You know what I mean? Once it's a movie, like for instance, if I made my own movie and I put it on a little disc and you can go to a place to buy it or you buy it offline, you could always be able to, when I can always alert you, oh, something new is on there. You know what I mean? Go look at it.
And have a matching NFT to it, and they both have equal value. That'd be really cute.
Yeah, exactly. And once you go in there, you can get your NFT. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
It's an adorable idea. I'm looking forward to it. And I'll probably do the same thing with my music. So
yeah, you should try it. I wonder how much there was that website, that Eternal website, they offer it. So if you wanted to do it, that you could do it.
Okay. It's probably not that much there. You just send them the info.
I think it's like a $5 each. So if you were gonna get like a pack of something like that. Yeah.
That's not bad.
So that's my product.
All right. So I have another dope product for you guys, and I think you'll find it very handy. So some of you have businesses and you have hobbies and you want to have an app or you have solutions to certain things, but you don't really understand coding. No worries, I got the solution for you. We have a website called Thunkable. What is Thunkable? Thunkable is a platform with a simple interface that allows you to create your own application. So it's so simple as being able to upload videos, upload photos, and they also have other websites that can connect to Thunkable to help embed codes so that you can have live videos playing in your background. It's not like you can just upload certain videos and put it in, but you can have them turned into embedded codes that'll play, almost like with MySpace. It's very easy to use. You can make your own app, pick the colors. Once you get used to it, it's really, really fun. So I have a few projects on here, but I don't want to show them right now because they're not supposed to come out right now. But I like Thunkable, and I like that it challenged me, but it wasn't so challenging that I couldn't figure it out. And remember, you can always get assistance, and you can preview what it is you're doing. And what I did was, while I'm on Thunkable and trying to figure it out and looking at all the different available things, I went on YouTube, especially when I had something specific I wanted to do. I wanted to have a button that you can click on to take you to the next page. I wanted a button that you can click on that'll play music. I wanted to add links to things. I wanted things to move. I wanted to change colors and slide things. It's all there. Sometimes what you can do is edit in Canva or use another program and then import your work onto here. So I made my own videos. I sized it for a mobile phone. I dragged it on here. So by the time you go on the website, everything fits. Made my own artwork in colors and imported the work. And if there was anything live that I wanted to add, I would use another tool, another website. I forgot the name of it, but you can upload your videos on there. And like I said, it'll give you a special code to put on Thunkable so that you can use that specific animation. And that's my second product review. So yeah, if you are a rapper, if you make jewelry, if you're a music artist, you have a gallery, building business, whatever it is, contracting, this is a good website to make an app. If you have a few hours to yourself at night, you can build it yourself, or you can pay somebody to get on there and do it for you. No big deal. But Thunkable takes the intimidation out of creating your own app. And that is my second product review.
Wow. I really love that, actually. And I feel like, just watching how easy it is, we should definitely have an app too. I feel like we should have.
Yes, it's like what I was saying.
Yeah, we need an app.
It's adorable.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people need to have an app, because it makes things easier. It just keeps everything kind of central. It's like a website, but it's like, yeah. I like it. That's really good. I love that they have. I love that they have tools to make that whole process easier.
Yeah, it takes the intimidation out of it because when they were talking about coding, a lot of people were like, I don't know how to do that, but there were a lot of classes. You and I were doing it. You put me
Yeah.
onto some site where it taught you and it walked you through it. But as it was walking you through, you were doing your own project. So by the end, you know, you made your own website or whatever
Yeah.
it is. So yeah, but as soon as I did, and I got used to it because I was, you know, the people I work with, I was doing, you know, creating an app. I was like, this is easy. I can't wait to do one for Dope Dealer. It's gonna look sick. They're just, I love the aesthetics, choosing the colors of the buttons in the background because you know I'm all about visuals.
Yeah.
So that was the exciting part for me.
Yes. I'm loving it.
Okay, everyone. So now we're in our next sexy segment, our dope segment called Artist Spotlight. And you know, I always have a dope artist that I like. I love music. And this week, I want to talk about Bryson Tiller. He was put on to me by a friend of mine. So ever since I knew that, I didn't know the album was coming out. I was super busy, but when he told me it came out, I was like, yes, because I like his sound, just the way I love Party Next Door. So there's this song on his new album, which came out, I believe it was April 5th, 2024, and it's a self-titled album. I hope I'm correct. Yes, it came out April 5th. So it's via Trap Soul and RCA Records, and this is his first full-length album in almost 4 years, following the release of the anniversary in October, which was in 2020. So take a look at this song called Ciao. I believe I might have to share my audio here. Okay. And let me know if you can hear it.
Break. You got a 2-day trial before I take back my time and make you pay. 30-day trial before I made my mind, it is always trials and tribulations. Child. Kissing in Paris, I guess we could do it in French. Wow. Eating lo mein, it's child for now. Child. She got me wildin' now. Rory Italia, child for now, child. Yeah, she making that shake, breaking that back till her back break. Wow, yeah. Crazy how you managed to make me into a sponsor. You got me paying for shit. You got a 2-day trial before I take back my time and make you pay. 30-day trial before I made my mind, and it's always trials and tribulations. Child. She don't want Hallmark, she want Amex, and I'm inclined. Face card valid, no, I never pressed decline. Nah.
Okay, that's it. You guys could go listen to yourself. But the whole album was just sexy and delicious. Just like Party Next Door, I love a majority of his music. I'd say I like 98%. There's a few songs that just, you know, they're not bad, but they're not Cleo, you know, vibey. Yeah. So, but I really like this song. His album is like...
I'm a Bryson Tiller fan too. I use a lot of his music.
He's so dope. He's so dope. I like the aesthetics of the album cover. It was really, really fire. Look at it.
It's very so, it reminds me of whatchamacallit, outside of the robot things. But he looks like the whole color scheme and stuff reminds me of Kill Bill.
Yeah. This is not
He's
bad.
into the transhumanism stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Ciao. Isn't that what ciao means? It's goodbye. So
yeah, said bye to herself.
Trials and tribulations and all the problems of humanity.
Yes.
But that is my artist spotlight, Bryson Tiller. I know most of you heard the album. First of all, these kind of songs, they get mad views. So let's see how many songs he got. How many views he's had on this video.
3
When
million.
does this show it in?
3 million. 3 million.
Oh, okay. Ooh, thank you. Such a saint. Okay, so he's fire.
Yeah.
Just like Party Next Door, he gets a lot of views. Like one of his songs that I really like called The News. Has I think it was 13 million views, 19 million. I couldn't believe it was big. But yeah,
it's outrageous.
That type of artist, that same level, like up there with Chris Brown, Party Next Door.
Yeah,
like the cool.
I think it's when you can produce at that level. You know what I mean? It's like you can really make a lot of music throughout the year. It puts you on another level, and it's especially if it's like a good quality and you make a good quality music, and you can make a high volume of it, you're gonna be doing really well. Like people don't like what's his name, the guy that's in prison for shooting Meg. I keep trying to say Troy, but that's not his name. It begins with a T. That's crazy.
You talking about a video producer?
No, the guy that's in prison for shooting Meg the Stallion.
Oh, Trey Songz.
No, not Trey Songz. Trey Songz ain't in jail. It's the small guy. We
Tory Lanez.
Tory Lanez. That's his name.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, just like how Tory Lanez can produce high quality music and high volume. That's why he was doing as well as he did when he was out, and he's he's gonna be making more music now. He figured out how to make the phone in jail sound like he's recording things. So he said he's lit now. He's gonna release music.
Real artist.
Yeah.
Real artist.
Mm-hmm. And there's news about his case as well. There's news about his case. They said that the driver or the bodyguard or one or the other, they're coming forward with more evidence and more information and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see if he really did it or not. Cause no one. Yeah. There was no. Like, he never said he did it. Like, there was no, like, admission of guilt. He always said,
like, your silence.
Yeah, no, he said that he didn't do it, first of all, and he didn't, stand, like, he didn't, stand the thing, because I think that they said that, I think they probably told him that they would have tore him to shreds and stuff and just made him look more guiltier. So it's better if he doesn't stand the trial or whatever. He doesn't stand, stand on the thingy and allow them to. No, like if he doesn't go and stand as a witness or whatever, and say his plea, or say say his piece.
That's not to say anything at all.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's where he was at with it. I think because he didn't say that the other girl shot her. He didn't snitch at all. I guess that's the whole way he was seeing it. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, that was a good song. I liked it, and I liked Bryson Tiller, and I'm a fan as well. So yes, he's doing really, really well, and I'm looking forward to see what else he does throughout the year and next year and going forward.
Bryson Tiller forever.
Yeah.
Ciao. Yeah.
Okay, alrighty. So now I'm coming in with my artist spotlight. Okay, my artist spotlight is my favorite artist from when I was a teenager. He was splattered across my wall. I had several posters of this artist. His name is Eminem. Yes,
tasty.
I loved Eminem, and more specifically, I loved Slim Shady. And Slim Shady, he's come back into the spotlight, and Eminem has released a new song called Houdini, and a whole album called The Death of Slim Shady. I don't know why he tried to kill Slim Shady, because that's who we care about. That's who we want to see. He knows that because he knows that because he said that. They forgot all about Marshall Mathers.
When they're done with the niggatry, they go back to.
Yeah, but he can't get away from it, because that's the one that everybody cares about. So he has to get back to it. All right, so I'm gonna share with you guys the music video that he did. It's got a lot of like nostalgia to like the Slim Shady era, where he was dressed as like a superhero, or Robin. Actually, he was dressed as Robin and doing all kinds of craziness. So
I was listening to the album. Good fucking luck. You're on your own. We got a problem. Check this out.
The fuck is this shit?
Get your ass down here.
Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white jerk. Pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher. With the fake spurts and a Bud Light shirt. Lyrical technician, an electrician. Y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend. It's you I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay. Cause me, if I was to ever take a leave, it would be aspirin to break a feed. If I was to ask for making leave, Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at a feat? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like abracadabra. I'm about to reach in my bag, bruh. Abracadabra. And for my last trick, poof, just like that, and I'm back, bruh. Now back in the days of old me, right around the time I became a dope fiend, ate some codeine as a way of coping. Taste of oatmeal, it's case of oatmeal, turned me into smiley face emoji. My shit may not be age appropriate, but I will hit an 8-year-old in the face with a participation trophy. Yes, I have zero doubts that this whole world's about to turn into some Girl Scouts. That censorship girls out. So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted, mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed, yeah, the shit is just like y'all have been, like joking, and I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my noggin. I'm the fight y'all get in when you debate who the best, but I'm some white chalk, and when I step up to that mic cocking, oh my god, it's that chicken out again. Abracadabra. And for my last trick. Abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my bag, bruh. Abracadabra. And for my last trick, poof, just like that, and I'm back, bruh. Break it down. Abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my bag, bruh. Abracadabra. And for my last trick, poof, just like that, and I'm back, bruh.
Well,
Still funny.
he's so silly. He's so silly.
He took all the product and recycled
Yeah,
it.
refreshed it.
Uh-huh.
Put his little spin on it. But I just think he was so cute. Oh my god, I was in love with Eminem when he was young Eminem. Oh my goodness.
I think most girls did.
Really? I thought I was the only one. I thought I was the only one. I was crazy about some Eminem, man. I had a huge poster on him.
He just had that look.
Yeah. When I first saw it, I thought he had actually like changed his like look just to do the video, like did a scene where he shaved his beard off and bleached his hair. I thought he really did that, and he still looked young.
What if
But
he just superimposed him?
yeah, they did. That's what they did. That's what I found. What they said that they did anyway.
Like Will Smith. They did. Okay.
Yeah. But it's really well done. It's really well done. It fooled me because I was like, damn, he looked good still.
Yeah. It pulls him back.
Yeah. But
He looks more chiseled.
yeah, but he still looks good. He don't look bad.
Yeah, at all.
No, he don't look bad at all. And he got all his hair too. Still love you, Eminem. What's up? Hey, what's up, Eminem, baby? All right.
So it was another wild ride with the dope bitches of Dope Dealer Radio, LinaCreated and Cleo Badashian. So yeah, it was a wild ride all the way from politicians all the way to Eminem with some dope products in between. So I guess the relief was Bryson Tiller, which we love, and some dope products. So of course, we brought you into the world of modern technology with the mini CDs that you can tap on your phone and share your artwork. We talked about Thunkable, where you can make your own app. Don't say we didn't do anything for you. We showed you the Bryce and Tiller album, which will get you through anything in life, especially a divorce. And we talked about Kamala Harris foolishness, and Ange went on and shared her take on why she's not a good candidate, and it was very valid, even for someone that's probably politically ignorant over here. Maybe my friend.
We showed up. And then I
shot our daddy.
They say it again.
They shot Dad.
Yeah, and don't forget we went over Eminem's resurgence and his re-entry into the music field, with some music that everybody want to actually hear. We wanted Slim Shady. Slim Shady LP has been a long time coming. Slim Shady LP Part 2 has been a long time coming. That's what this record is to me. And yeah. So it's been he did deliver, and he gave us a nice nostalgic music video. So I'm happy with it, and I'm looking forward to seeing what else comes next. Don't kill Slim Shady just yet. Yeah. And that's it. So it's been an eventful episode, and we are so happy to have shared this time with you guys. We love you. Thanks so much for coming by. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, love us, keep us close to your heart like a little cherub baby. Don't forget about us. Come every month to see what we're doing. See what we're doing, and let us talk to you and talk to us back, even though we can't hear you, just talk back to us, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And anyway, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. Even if it's about relationship advice, we'll get back to you. We are your friends.
Yeah.
Our besties.
Yeah. We care, whatever it is that you're saying, we care. Give us some feedback. Let us know what you're loving, what you're hating, what you'd like to see more of.
Yeah.
Check us out. Yeah.
Yeah.
See you later. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.
Later.
Bye.